to the game.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Kansas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question.
Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Complete in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, give on the inside. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Back to pass, it's Addison. That's caught, it's Denson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lost to fire on second down. Finds a tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Gain of 11. 1st and goal, Kansas.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
Fresno State.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Addison. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fresno State right back to the line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 25. There he goes! Touchdown, Fresno State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the grab. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Addison. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point.
Right down the boulevard. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you...
Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Addison. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Fresno State.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air. It's Addison. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Denson. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal, Kansas.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Makes the grab. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Addison. Back's got it. Touchdown, Kansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Fresno State right back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got touchdown, Fresno State. Timeout called by the defense. To the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And that's a first down.
Dropping back, it's Addison. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to slam in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it tired complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. That should be the final play of the first half. And on 3rd down, they're running the field goal unit out there. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Addison. Got it in the middle, it's Ellington. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of... The 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hauls it in. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Addison. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, right choke, Jayhawk. And the punishment has been extended.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any. Alley and knock him down for a loss.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Addison. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Gain of 10. 1st and goal.
The Jayhawks are marching down the field.
42, Spider.
From the gun. Touchdown, Kansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got him this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Addison. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. It looks this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires toward the target. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think It's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Addison. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Flips it out in the flat. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole.
There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking downfield, it's Addison. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown. And this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to throw, it's Addison. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Fresno State, 30.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a
what a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really